Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today we're looking at the most recent alpha of Lo-Fi, created by Iris VR. I've featured the older game, Technolust by Iris VR on the channel before, but I've never plunged into Lo-Fi. I actually backed this as a crowdfunding campaign last year, and a lot of updates have happened since then. We've got this lion and this dancing girl here. We've got comfort options. We click on that. You can see we've got snap turning and smooth turning available. We've got head yaw, controller yaw, every type of movement mechanic you could possibly want, standing or seated, tunneling on or off. We're going to keep it at the most logical for me and most comfortable for me, which is actually the default. There are two different modes as well, auto navigation and story mode. We're going to go into story mode so you can see the beginnings of what will eventually be a branching story. This is a work in progress. So we're currently in patrol mode. You can see the car is on autopilot. We've got lights. That'll turn the police car lights on. You can see them. Got a siren. You can hear that. We've got a HUD. You can see that HUD view as we fly through the city. And it's very, very much like Blade Runner. Recently, Cyberpunk 2077 came out, and I expected a lot of this type of thing. While there's flying vehicles, there's very limited interaction with them. Here, you're really immersed into it here in Lo-Fi. And you've got some pretty cool characters. I love the Chinese dragon there. And I believe each of these orange rectangles are actually locations in the game that you can go to. You can also boost here. Makes us go a little bit faster. We'll turn the HUD off. And while currently the car is on autopilot, looks like we've earned 200 creds here as well. The patrol mode here can also be controlled by using the controllers as well. There's actually even a flight simulator that we'll get into in a little while that actually shows you those mechanics. But we're going to go dock now. I'm assuming this blimp here will eventually have some form of an image on it as well. But yeah, this is a really cool futuristic cyberpunk city. As you can see, we're docking, and you've got all those little features like it says S for boot menu, escape to close, F for system settings. All those things that you would see like on an old 80s style PC. So here we are at the police station. As you can see, this is definitely updated for modern times. You've got ACAB, they are watching. Don't open over here. This police robot just took my picture. Now these video phones all across the city as well. Once you have the storyline, which isn't really complete yet, at least in Technolust, that used to be one of the mechanics for saving and talking to people. So I'm assuming that's probably going to happen in Lo-Fi as well. I can't breathe. Again, very timely graffiti to 2020 and 2021 era, even though this is, of course, a cyberpunk set game. Sometime in a different reality, obviously. And probably in the future. So you saw there it said, "Welcome to 303. That's the first part of the storyline here. Greetings, officer. Your arrival is timely. I don't know if this is the actual voiceover that's going to happen in the real game or not, but let's find out. Why timely?
Without a sheriff currently, as the officer you are replacing is deceased.
So the sheriff that I'm replacing is deceased. I'm going to say, well, that's unfortunate.
That remains to be seen.
That's sinister. Is it? That remains to be seen. Who are you?
King Deputy 303 at your service.
And what are your
My
functions?
function is to assist you with your duties to serve the public trust, protect the innocent, and uphold the law.
All right. And I will say that I am reporting for duty.
Please proceed through the door to the right to complete your psychological evaluation before reporting for duty.
All right. So wants me to go to the door to the right, which of course means I'm going to go to the door to the left. This is the medical examiner's office. All right. And I'm assuming this is the former sheriff here. He's a corpse. Wow. Okay. So we'll come back here in a few minutes. Hopefully we can.
Please proceed through the door to the right to complete your psychological evaluation.
So similar to a lot of role-playing games, when you go in here, there is a Decagon PC here.
Please make yourself comfortable, officer. Your evaluation will begin presently.
So a series of
Your
questions.
great-grandfather is known to have committed heinous crimes. Do you feel guilt for the crimes of your ancestor?
Should I feel guilt for the crimes of my ancestor? I'm going to go with no.
A close friend who you know to be troublesome asks to hide in your domicile. Before they have a chance to explain, there is a knock at the door. It is your neighbor, whom you hardly know, bloodied and brandishing a weapon. They ask if you have seen your friend. Do you tell them where your friend is?
Well, yeah, I am going to tell them where my friend is in that case.
The suspension pod's in a shuttle on its way to Mars Colony malfunction. You and 3 other passengers are awakened. One of the passengers is seriously injured and may not survive the 10-day journey. If no source of nutrition is found, surely none of you will survive. Do you kill and eat the injured passenger or hope for an unlikely rescue?
I'm not going to eat people, so I'm going to go with wait for a rescue.
Your good friend is about to be married. You have reason to believe that their partner-to-be has been unfaithful. Your friend seems quite happy in their ignorance. Do you tell them?
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with don't tell them.
Evaluation concluded.
So again, you've got similar types of evaluation questions at the beginning of a lot of RPG games. I don't know if that's something that's going to track you when you're playing this in the future or not, but we've completed that evaluation. Let's see what 303 has for us now.
Please report to the quartermaster to procure your equipment before reporting for duty.
Some other questions.
This is Precinct 303, servicing the United City block of the same designation.
Okay. All right, Deputy 303. Now we're going to go see this guy again, because earlier when I was here, this corpse here, I actually had some gear that I was able to pull off of it. Maybe because I pulled it off earlier, I can't get it now. But as you can see, this is the morgue, the medical examiner's office. Pretty detailed. That's one of the things I have to say is even though the character models are all robotic and cybernetic and things of that nature, there's a life to the game, even though it's very, very early on in its development. It's only about a year, maybe a year and a half into development thus far. Over here, you've got a soy boy machine you can purchase from. There's a clunker. These robots are all over the city. I don't know what this is. It looks like coffee canisters here. And then here's the flight trainer where you can actually learn how to fly. We'll go ahead and hit play so you can see a little bit of the flight trainer and how it works. It's literally just learning how to fly your cruiser, but in a simulation as opposed to using the cruiser itself. So this may look familiar. This is the cruiser again. And now we're in user control mode, so we can actually steer the cruiser. Everything still moves at a pretty slow pace. You're not going to go speeding around the city, but it works pretty well. I don't know if you can change from patrol mode to like scenic drive mode or things of that nature. I haven't gotten that far, but as you can see, I am currently moving. I can do a barrel roll here. I can go backward if I want to. I can turn that way, go forward. And again, if I wanted to see the HUD, we can see all the different places we can land. There's a spot up there. Or a spot down there. That spot there is actually on atop the apartments, which is actually where we're going to go after we visit the quartermaster. So did a little bit of flight training. And I love the little mini things, like all the other things that happen here. So we've got offices over here. I don't think we can go in there just yet. There's the quartermaster.
Sidearm and AR system upgrade. Simply tap your head to toggle the AR system on and off. The sidearm can be accessed by holding the button closest to your thumb, then placing your hand into the appropriate slot and releasing the button.
So you can ask him questions about gear or see what he has available.
Of course, officer. Listing current inventory.
Now those credits we have 1,001 credits right now. We can actually purchase ammunition or different sidearms, or different tactical, a tactical glove, different things, different gear. You can buy a coffee, you can get a drone. There's all types of things you can get.
Yes, officer.
I have questions about the gear, so.
AR HUD can be activated and deactivated by touching the side of your helmet with an input.
Like that.
The expanded HUD will highlight points of interest in the area. The HUD can also be upgraded with various utility enhancements and tools.
So there's also utility gloves. As you can see, we've got a camera, a flashlight, things of that nature. We're going to walk away from there, but as you can see, here's a diagram of that HUD image that you can pull up as well, which is kind of cool. You don't really get to see your face, at least not in the parts that I've played so far. So it's cool to have that illustration. That camera cop is a bit invasive. So once you're in here, again, there's an evidence locker over here. Greetings, officer. Do you have evidence to submit? I don't think I do. You can submit illicit materials or evidence to me and receive bonus credits beyond your basic daily income. Let's go ahead and say nothing today. Don't have anything to submit today. But that's good to know. We can submit evidence in the future. I'm not sure what this store does yet. We'll find out. There's a pool tab over there. Don't really want to break things, but this looks like a locker room over here of sorts. It's like an x-ray machine, like the type that you'd have back in the day where you got your teeth x-rayed and the camera goes around you or something like that. I'm not really sure what these machines do. Futuristic machines, that's what they do. Now the radios, there's actually 3 radio stations. When we get to our apartment, we'll talk about those stations as well. Some of the radios are not accessible. The one here is one of those that's just kind of stuck on whatever station it's stuck on, at least for right now. And the last little accessible section, as far as I know, is this firing range. Now, if you listen to the directions from the quartermaster, you just do that, and now I have a gun. Pretty simple. How can I help you? I'm here to use the range. All right, hotshot. So we can now click that button, and it wants us to shoot it in the head. It looks like, which is going to be pretty hard. And so forth. I'm not into shooting, so I'm not going to be very good at it either, but you know, you get the general gist. And here's a radio that you can actually change the channel to. You've got Massive FM, Synth FM, and Technolust FM. And then you can also have user-defined stations. So a lot of cool features for user-defined or user-supplied information. As we go back through some of the other places and explore outside of the police station, you'll see a bit of that. So we're going to go ahead and head back to Deputy 303 and see what he has in store for us next. I'm not sure if the clunkers are going to end up having names or not, because, you know, 303 has a name, and some of the others in the station do.
Ready for duty.
Oh,
Initial payment has been transferred to your holdings. Report to me daily to receive your universal basic income package.
sweet.
Seems like you're ready for duty. An initial
I think he's just going to keep saying that, so we're going to go ahead and leave.
report to me.
We just got another 1,000 credits. That's awesome.
Basic income package.
Now, if we keep going this way, we'll go past that video phone again on the left over here. Hello, video phone. And this will take us to roof access. And now you have the option of either auto nav or patrol. Patrol will take you back to your car. We're going to go to auto nav, though, so we can check out some of the other locations. So as you can see, there's a lot that's already been developed. You've got New Kowloon over there, the Midtown Apartment, Club District, Blackwater Diner, Metacorp Tower, Old Tech Town. We're already at the police HQ. We just drag this toward us in seated mode here. We're going to click on Capsule Hotel. This will take us to our apartment. All right, so this is apartment 2. This is not our apartment, but you'll see once we go inside, there's not a whole lot to this apartment. It's kind of just shelled out. But you can look out the window and kind of see the city. Right now there's just a bright light in front of us, but once it moves, you can see the rain hitting against the window. You can see that blimp over there. It's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and exit this apartment. And then that's the lavatory. There's actually an interesting cameo appearance by a famous celebrity here. So if we click here, when you really need to go to the restroom, this mystery man, might look a little bit familiar, shows up.
Are you actually okay? You're not doing anything. You're about to do something?
And then of course, here's the actual restroom here. Bathroom, bath,
Look, I'll be
sink,
here all day.
toilet, famous celebrity hobbit.
Do an awkward pause? Okay, let's do an awkward pause.
Just a pretty cool little cameo that was thrown in there. And then this is your officer housing. So when we enter this apartment, there's a few more things that we can do here than you can in the empty apartments. So here we are. Not sure what this does actually. But we've got the 3 different radio stations where we can turn it off. Just put Synth FM on for a moment. And then got some Soy Boy here. There's a cigarette in the ashtray there. Cassette player. Some speakers. There's an old school phone with a rotary dial there. This is a capsule apartment. We got a microscope, some diskettes. Not sure what this is. It's like a voltmeter or something of that nature. That's pretty cool. An old Jolt Cola. Those are cool. Some items here. Old school alarm clock. And even some cassettes and a cassette player here. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to go ahead and leave our apartment. Now, from what I understand, one of the capsule apartments is eventually going to have also a handheld Game Boy. I'm not sure how to activate that just yet, but you can actually add your own Game Boy ROMs and play them within Lo-Fi, which is pretty sweet. So another perspective from an unfinished apartment here. I believe there's one more apartment at the end of the hall here. Right here. And then again, a different view here. This is the one where you can actually see the police station, see how close we are to the police station in these capsule apartments. So right now, not a lot of interactive elements. It's still surprisingly got more interaction than you would expect from a game that's still very early in development. I don't have a timetable or an ETA as to when this game will be releasing, but let's go explore a couple more areas. So we're going to go visit New Kowloon next. New Kowloon was actually the setting for most of Technolust, which again was an earlier game from Iris VR. I definitely recommend checking out. So here we are. You can see another police robot. They're always watching. You've got a stay home banner there. Again, timely things. Now this robot doesn't have any interaction yet, I don't think, but they recognize that I'm here. I've got what looks like a speak and spell in their hand. Back in the day, that was one of my favorite toys as a kid. There's a Chinese medicine shop here. It's like some toxic stuff too. That's pretty cool. Error says. And over here, got a bridal shop, Zone Express, which I'm assuming is like a Federal Express maybe. It's at Avoid Contact over there. Here's Happy Robot. You can enter Happy Robot, it looks like. I don't know why he was flashing his... Whatever. We're going to go to Happy Robot here. So this is Happy Robot. I don't know how happy these robots are.
To the Happy Robot, please queue up to receive service.
The line isn't moving.
Wait times may be longer than expected. Estimated wait time, 278,000 hours. Please remain in the queue so that you can be served in sequence.
I was gonna say, what is this place?
2024 is a joint venture between the government and Medical. The Happy Robot offers fusion cell charges for scrap electronics and waste products.
I would like some fusion cells.
Queue up to receive service.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait 274,000 hours for service, so we'll go ahead and exit out of this premises. So we're leaving the happy robot now. Looks like a pretty cool car. Taxi Corp. Like a puffer fish there in front of a door. These doors don't seem to go anywhere. That's okay. They may someday. Man, that cop drone just keeps following me. It's kind of creeping me out a bit. So we'll go ahead this way. It's a bunch of monitors, Decagon, logos. There's a keyboard here. Can I play it? No, unfortunately I can't. And there's a dog. Wonder if I can pet it. Can I pet it? I can. Oh, look, he sat down. That's awesome. Maintain distance from others. Enforcement maintained. Good call. Good call. And there's a call button here, so can't really do anything with it yet. But it looks like eventually you might be able to go upstairs here. Or that might just be set dressing. And a adult shop there. You'll notice something cool here. You've got Galaxian, and Star Wars, and Ms. Pac-Man, and Space Invaders, and Galaga. Some of the best games from the early 80s. Can't tell what this middle machine is, but a bunch of great old arcade machines there. Not operable right now, but we might be able to find a place where some of them might be later. A Mr. Freeze ice cream truck. Looks like it's got a gun on the back of it and a QR code too. I don't know if that QR code will lead you to anything. But maybe if you scan it in the video, you might get something out of that. And I believe over here is the Three Clans Seafood Restaurant. So we can't go in just yet, but when you go up to the door, it says Three Clans Seafood. So I'm assuming because it's got that title there, that might be a location later in the game that you might get to go to. Again, this game is still in very early development. If you want to play this in development build, though, you can pick it up on itch.io. I'll put the link in the description. Nice little noodle bar here. Another video phone over here. I know that there's at least, right here, Jade Circuit. This place is kind of cool. We go inside, we'll go talk to Jade. So this character doesn't have a voice just yet, but it says, "Oh, hey, you scared me. You're the new guy, huh? Come to Jade Circuit. I'm Jade. What do you need? Upgrades, fixes, or firmware upgrades?" So you can find out about the services. They do upgrades, fixes, and firmware upgrades. Anything with circuits, they can help out. So you can see a diagram of a vehicle over there. There's a reason for that. If I want to buy something, I can buy a fusion drive or a boost upgrade or an extra fuel tank or a scanner upgrade. I can customize the paint job. I can get new glove customization or a different colored sidearm here. So lots of stuff I don't want to buy just yet. But that's pretty cool. And we'll say I want to sell something. We can see what I've got. These are all different items that I've picked up thus far. So that's pretty cool. And then if we go over here, you can see they've got pumpkins. I guess maybe this update came out around Halloween. And then again, you've got the radio stations that you can select from on the radio here. So that is Jade Circuit. And I think that may be right now the only places that you can explore in New Kowloon. There obviously is kind of a rich environment here, though, so there might be other places that you can go to that I haven't stumbled upon yet or that are coming in the future. I haven't scanned anything either. I'm sure if I tap the scanner, which I might do when we get out, there may be more revealed. All right, so we're going to head back this way now. It's an old theater here. And that's our cruiser in front of us. And we're going to hit auto nav again. So again, there are other locations we can go to. We can go to the Midtown Apartments, the Club District, the Blackwater Diner, the Metacorp Tower. We're going to go next to Old Tech Town. We're going to kind of do the two corners here. It's the furthest distance traveled here, too. So now we're in Old Tech Town. And this is a little bit different than New Kowloon. Still the same types of signage. Bionic Pets. That might be something I want to get. Similar stalls, of course. Another video phone over there. Razer, I'm assuming that's a movie or a product. Then here is so we've got Cursor, Star-Lord's Invasion, and more. Have fun at Quinn's Arcade, which I almost said Flynn's Arcade, which is a completely different place. Obviously not inspired. So here we are inside Quinn's Arcade. As you can see, some different machines here. Look and loot epic pets. Cursor is actually a real game that came out on the Gear VR at one point. It looks like there's another Cursor machine over there. There's also an Invaders machine. Invaders was and Cursor both were actually playable back in the day. Do you talk? Are you a talking person? Not yet. So it looks like you can actually play the Cursor machine. I'm not going to play any of the other games in the game, but you can see like there's a lot here to do. There's Invaders, there's Cursor. You can actually customize using the Game Kid here. Looks like a Game Boy. You can import your own ROMs and play the games right here on these arcade games in here. You've got a punch to start over here. There's a drop box. What's in here? There's nothing to take, but you can take all or take. That's interesting. You can punch to start here. That disappear. I got it now. I understand. This is an interesting game. Little mini game. So we got 25 points. We got 12 tickets that we can redeem at the prize counter. I've got a super cabinet here. This is the Super Nintendo machine. So you can run Super Nintendo ROMs there. There's a trash can. We can search. There's some scrap polymer and some recyclable packaging here. I don't think I need either of those, but we'll take them. Might be able to sell that later. And then there's a Star-Lord's machine here. All kinds of cool stuff. And then you've got, of course, the prize redemption machine over here. Can I do anything by redeeming these tickets? It looks like you can. You can purchase posters here for different tickets. They all seem to be 100 tickets. So I can buy one of these posters, and maybe one of the posters might show up back at my house later. That's cool. So obviously I only earned 12 tickets. There's not much you can do with 12 tickets. I like that there's a power glove here. There's a hoverboard, a couple of them actually over there, some lunch boxes, some mini machines. I want to take home a Cursor machine or one of those Game Boy machines. That's sweet. Needful Things was a shop from the first game. Techno Lust was the first game. So that's pretty sweet. Let's see. I saw a stairway here. There's the dog again from the other area. Anything we can do with the stairway here? No, just kind of. Oh, yes, there is. So there's a room up here too that we can go to. I don't know if this is a person's room or if I'm invading, or if this is supposed to be somewhere we can go or not. That's pretty cool. There's an old TV and some VHS there. It's almost like a makeshift office as well. Another room in here that's just currently empty. There'll probably be a bathroom or a second room there when the game is finished. You can see there's a lot of detail and a lot of things you can do here in the arcade. For now, though, I want to just keep exploring. Really, that's what this game is designed for right now, is exploration. So I'm going to head a little bit further in. Implants. Place to get dinner. This is just a person at this food stall. Not interactive just yet. And it doesn't look like there's anything else back here. Let's go ahead and tap on here, though, and see, is there anything? There's a container. Yeah, there's nothing back here just yet. It's like we can actually go to Unita Cybernetics here, so let's go ahead and head in there. So again, they've got those Halloween pumpkins. Shout out to Origin PC over there. Get a tattoo. Can we talk to you? Hey, Jan Torres. Hey, officer, what's up? Mind if I take a round? I'd rather if you didn't, but I got nothing to hide. We'll see. Whatever. Alright, Juan Torres. You have anything suspicious here? So let's ask him what he does here. Implants, enhancements, you know. I'll say nothing lo-fi. All costs are lo-fi, meaning your body won't take cybernetics, no implants, no platform, no fun, no offense. I'm gonna say, you're not lo-fi. Nah, man, all jacked up with no place to go. There's a few of us out here in the real. Any platform run by social media megacorp can F right off in my books. I ain't putting this port anywhere near it. Alright, cool. So that explains why I'm just human and not cybernetically enhanced. I'll head back out to the street. Alright, so now we're going to head back to our car. Because we've already kind of explored what I'm assuming is the majority of Old Tech Town for right now. Obviously, there's a ton of stuff that we could have done in the arcade that we skipped. Playing all of those old games, trading in for tickets, for posters. There's a lot there to take in. Head back to our cruiser here. We'll turn on auto nav one more time. Now we're going to go right in the middle here to the club district. And here we are. In the club district. And to my left up here is Skyworks Casino. To my right is the Ugly Baby Pawn Shop. We're going to head into the casino. I think this is going to be our last location. This was recently added in this most recent update to the game. Skyworks is also the name of a developer.
Someone's coming.
If you played the game Gravity Lab, you've played some of his work. But let's head into the casino here, see what we can do. So this is a new area, as I mentioned. There's a machine here. There's a trash can. Let's search the trash can. Look at that, more stuff, including stale popcorn. Let's take it. So I got a bet first, it looks like. So we have bet 100 credits. We're gonna pull the. Did we win? Did we win? Oh, nice. And we're gonna pay out. I'll take my 200. Let's go see what else is here. It looks like those are the only machines potentially, at least for right now, the Cherry 10Ks that are operable, but it's cool to have those functional here in the casino. Some card tables over here.
Welcome.
Oh, hi, bartender.
A drink.
What you got?
In quite some time. First, allow me
Wow, 1,000 credits? That's sweet.
Perhaps you can try your luck with the Scotch.
And then we've got all these different things to drink. What a friendly bartender.
Care for a drink? Certainly.
Thanks, bartender. I love the fact that you just handed me free money. That's awesome. And it looks like there's a performer over here on stage. Love the disco ball also. Another big table over here. Again, there will probably be games and activities happening here sometime in the future. It's probably not just going to be a hollowed out casino with slot machines in the front. And then there's a check-in desk as well. Maybe that's where you check in to play your poker game or something of that nature. So we'll head back out. It's kind of convenient that the casino is directly across the street from the pawn shop for when you run out of credits. I'm gonna see if this pawn shop is actually, yeah, you can actually go into the pawn shop. See if there's anything else if we keep going further. It's like holodecks is over here. Keep going further down here. Azrael Hotel. It's a pretty expansive world considering that it is a game that's still in early development. It is pretty darn immersive, if I do say so myself. I'm really happy with where this game, the direction this game is going in. I also hope you've enjoyed this video and you get the chance to check out Lo-Fi or some other VR for yourself in the near future. I'm gonna go check out, see if we can go to this theater here. It says now showing. Let's go ahead and head in. So to get access to the game, it is $35 right now on Itch.io. I will put the link out there so you can check it out. I'm gonna go walk over here and see if this person is interactive. Yeah, so what's showing?
We're currently screening George A. Romero's
Night of Living Dead, nice.
Hear that it's already started. If you'd like, no need. Admission is free for law enforcement.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna go check out the movie. And I'll be back soon with more content. Again, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. Thanks for watching. About to catch the opening credits of a fantastic zombie film. Bye-bye now.